Okay, we got a few comics left. I'm going to bring up your next one. Put your hands together for Misty, her.
How y'all doing tonight? We're getting towards the end of the show. Y'all still doing good? Look, baby got front. It's hard enough to be a female in comedy, and then I get up there and they're like, oh, she's built like she's just going to get up there and start something. Oh, so as you can tell from my accent, I'm from south of here, about an hour and a half down the road. But I'm on slow time, so I think that's what explains the accent. When you're a Southern comedian, you don't have to have as much material because you talk a little bit slow. I love that about it. So, Glasgow, Kentucky's where I'm from, right in the heart of Barron County. In 2010, Barron County was called by Progressive Farmer the place to live in rural America. Okay? And they looked at things like school systems, quality of life, cost of living, and something happened. Because in 2018, Glasgow was called the poorest place in Kentucky. That's messed up. I don't know what happened, but we were all kind of had our feelings hurt because it's like, I get it, low cost of living just meant none of y'all have any money. But I was born and raised in Glasgow. I live there now. I spent 12 years in Nashville. I graduated in 2004 from Belmont University where I studied music business. And if y'all don't know what that means, it means in 25 years you're going to be living in your hometown working a government job. I'm the bookkeeper for our county clerk. I was so much cooler in my past life. You know, I was a music publicist. Now I work with the general public. Two completely different things. When I worked in music, I worked in PR, so I spun the truth for a living. Now I just have to explain it very slowly, multiple times a day. What do you mean I gotta pay taxes every year on this car I own? You in Kentucky people know what I'm talking about. But it's crazy how I ended up marrying a guy that was from Kentucky. I met him in Nashville. Anybody know that Lucifer was from Bowling Green? I married him. We were both looking for something when we got married. I needed commitment and he needed a co-signer. So that doesn't work for long. You just eventually use each other up till one of you has to file bankruptcy. I'll let you guess which one that was. But it's good to be back in Kentucky, I guess, because my parents, they're getting older. I'm their only child. And they're so nice to me now, the older they get, because I decide what nursing home they're going to go to. My mom will kind of get smart with me sometimes. She's like, is that Ozempic working for you as good as it was? I'm like, you want a nursing home with running water, lady? We ain't talking bingo. I'm like, you won't be able to flush? Bless my daddy's heart, though. He's in the hospital right now. It's kind of been up and down. And I think the real emergency in a hospital is the attire that some of these staff members wear. I don't know where such importance was placed on the food service workers in a hospital. I go in there and the cashier's got on this like chef jacket, perfect chef's hat, kind of tilted for some flair. Looks like Chef Boyardee. I'm like, do you moonlight as, at Ruth Chris when you're not selling 3-day-old sandwiches and potato chips? Meanwhile, my dad's hospitalist, I go in there and he's got on a Hawaiian shirt that says OMG all over it. He's like, yeah, your dad's progressing, no need to worry. I'm like, that shirt right there is doing it for us. I've never seen fabric panic before. That shirt needs a boost for anxiety. My mouth's so dry. If I get up here like this, I used to sing, the first time I sang the Lincoln Jamboree, I sang Here's Carolina. And we went, here's Carolina, here's California. And something I didn't expect from my parents getting older is like they have become the most wholesome drug dealers I've ever seen, okay? You say anything's wrong with you and they've got something for you. One day I was like, why my head stuffy? Mom's like, well, I've got some infection medicine sitting over here if you want some. I'm like, that's why you stay sick. You think you kind of have to finish the course of an antibiotic. But I think that's the problem. Mom doesn't know what an antibiotic is. I think the doctor says, we're going to give you an antibiotic for this sinus infection. And she says, you can keep that mess. I need some infection medicine. One day my stomach was hurting. Mom said, well, you know your daddy's got them 6 stomach pills if you want to come over and get one. I'll put it in a Ziploc bag and leave it on the cardboard. She is so innocent, and that is so illegal. I said, Mama, just don't do that. Don't be shady. Put it in a Cool Whip bowl. At that point, it's not drugs, it's leftovers. I'll leave you with this, though. I know we have all ages in the crowd tonight. Anybody remember the tooth stuff, Ambisol? Okay, well, my friend Helena, her nanny, she was about 90 years old, and they were having Sunday dinner at Nanny's house. And Helena's daddy, Everett, and I'm not making these names up, he had a toothache. And they're sitting there, and they're like, now, Everett, they got this stuff that'll make your tooth quit hurting before you can say Ambisol. But honey, I can't think to save my life what it's called. God bless y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all pray for my dad.
Misty, all right, everybody. You know for Misty. And her daddy. All right, coming up next, we got a special